Okay guys, today we are going to create a new blog post, or as some industry people say, an article on your blog. So at the moment you're looking at the Oceania Internet blog. I haven't updated my blog for some time, as you can see here in July 2011, so smack my hand. So what we need to do is get into the back end. So you're looking at what's called the front end here, and there's a couple of posts here on the Oceania blog. So quite simply we just need to log in to the blog, and we do that by typing in WP login, WP admin, and we put in our credentials, which should have been emailed to you. So you log in and you're in the back end of your blog. There's one simple dashboard here which tells you your posts, how many posts you do have on your blog. Now I've got 2, so that works out correct. And the page, it's not too much to be concerned there. The page is more about the actual blog as being a page as a site. So we're more interested in actually loading up a post here in this case, not a page. Okay, the categories is, if we want to have some categories, we've got website design here and uncategorized. Here what we could do is add another category. I might add a category about article writing. If you do create a category, you need to create what's called a slug, so it's all lowercase and a hyphen in between, and you can add that category there if you wanted to. Okay, so back to the dashboard up here. If we want to create a new post or new article, we simply drop down this arrow here and we say add new, and we're presented with a screen as such. Now it's very important to get this title right, because the title will be part of our keyword to obviously bring more personnel into your site or your blog. So I'm going to write web blog article writing. Okay. Now you can make that a little bit longer if you wanted to, but I've picked up web blog and article and writing. Okay. So as you can see, it's created a link there on my site, which is some keyword relevance there. So you can go and create your blog. So there's a couple of ways to do it. You can type it in raw. What you might want to do is put in the title, which is what you have here is the name of the blog. So you might want to actually turn that into a header of some description, and then you can start writing away. Okay. Okay, so I've cheated. I'm taking my content from a MS Word document. So what we want to do is import that document into this particular article. So there's a little button here up here where we can import or paste from Word. In fact, you can paste from plain text as well, and just a general paste. But we're going to use Word. So effectively, you grab your content from your Word document and it gets pasted in there. You can ignore some font face definitions here, or you can remove that styles here. Pretty straightforward. So if you hit OK, all that information is pasted in there from Word. Now in this case there's some little bit of formatting here. that we might want to fix up. And so forth. The other thing that you might want to do is there's some areas of text that you might want to link back to your main site. So by doing that, you highlight that area. There's a little link button here, and you could literally go back to your site, find out what the page is, and type out exactly, you know, where that particular content resides that you want people to redirect to. So it might be, you know, page 1, okay, and you can hit OK, okay, and then that link becomes what we call contextual. I want to put this in the category over here, article writing, and quite simply, we're ready to publish this this article. So effectively here, you can make any changes to the content. You know, if you wanted to have some color changes, in this case, you can highlight the text, and there's this typical, what we call editor here. You can change some text there and so forth. I'm going to revert that back by doing the undo button, which is this button here. So we also want to add a picture. So I've got a little picture I want to add to this article. There's an image here that you can click. Once this is clicked, there's a browse server button here. Now, what we want to do is upload it from the local machine, your local machine. So if we hit that button, we can browse to the actual file. So in this case, it lives in location Oceania, and there's the file there. Okay, and we want to send to server, and you can see the image there. Okay, and it basically tells you how it's going to format on the text. What you could do, and I want to do, is format that to the left. Sorry, so then the text comes up nicely on the side there, on the left in this case. Okay. The alternate text here is for keywords, so we might want to put, again, writing an article. In this case, we're looking for those keywords for the web. So you hit OK, and you can see that's exactly where I expected that to happen there. So the next step is to publish. Once you're happy with that content, most of the other editing tools is quite obvious, but they're the key ones you might want to notice or implement to your blog. So if we hit publish, it's saying that the status is published. So if we go back to our blog up here, you can see that we've posted the blog. Ready for any interaction with your users. So as you can see, that's been done today. There's a little bit of formatting problem here. Re-edit that. So you can see there, we just updated the size of that. So you could update that. Go back to your article, and you can see that's been updated. And interesting enough, the link has been put in as well. So that's a simple way of adding your articles to your blog and keeping your site developed and active. Thanks for watching. Bye.